Getting the house under contract will require proof of funds. It could be from a lender giving you that letter saying, hey, you are fully qualified to purchase the home, or a stack of cash stuffed in your mattress. Although, I do not recommend that. Either which way, the funds need to be shown, and any listing agent is going to go ahead and ask for them. And they will do their due diligence to make sure that that loan, or whatever it is, can't close the transaction. And something to really understand, not all proof of funds are created equally. So when it comes to buying a house, you will need to know the various types of ways to purchase a home and show proof of funds. And there can be pitfalls with each type. We have represented both the buyers and the sellers, and we've seen a lot of offers coming in, and especially different types of funding. Here's some of the tips and some of the things I've seen when it comes to looking over the proof of funds. This is Ron with Keller Williams Elite Realty with the Ron and Jill Group. Before we get started, please hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. We're going to be posting a lot of content here weekly. Also, if you have any specific questions, look down in the video description below. I have a link to my calendar. We would love to go ahead and talk to you. Now, let's get to the show. When it comes to putting an offer on the home, you will need to show a proof of funds. This could come from various places such as banks, lenders, hard money lenders, mortgage companies, you name it. Regardless of what it is, there are plenty of people out there to help you finance a house. However, they're not all created equally. When it comes to the investors or cash offers across the board, once again, they're not all created equally, and I've seen some really good ones, and I've seen some other ones where I'm just scratching my head like, are you serious? Some investors, they're looking for the quick deal, and they're pretty cutthroat about it too, trying to go ahead and get as much money as possible out of it. Other investors I worked with is the larger hedge fund companies where they're coming in and buying a ton of properties on the retail market. Now, when it comes to the investors or cash offers, there are two things you need to know when it comes to real estate. There's the wholesale side and the retail side. For myself and my wife, Jill, we go ahead and mainly list properties on the retail side. When it comes to the retail side, this is the top price that the market can bear and what the public is willing to pay for that property. When it comes to wholesaling properties, this is the distressed properties. In other words, they're about ready to go into foreclosure, they have a lot of taxes due, and they pretty much need an angel to go in there and save them. This could be other properties that are the straight up fix and flips, or they're being purchased for the intent to rent out for the long term. And some homes that are out there, irregardless where in the world you're at, they have fallen into disrepair. There are plenty of shows out there or videos you'll see on YouTube of some investors going in there, taking over a hoarder house, and they turn it around and make it look 100% different compared to where it was at before. So when it comes to the retail side and trying to get the top dollar for the homes, yes, I have worked with investors. We have sold plenty of properties to other investors, whether they're the big hedge fund companies or the smaller investor. When it comes to the proof of funds and showing the proofs of funds, there are two different types: soft proof and hard proof. When it comes to the soft proof, one of the things I commonly see is the investor funny money. And what I mean by that, it's pretty much the same opening line. Hi, this is so-and-so, and I represent a group of investors. There's no proof in it, sorry. Or this could be a letter from a financial institution. That financial institution showing they have a relationship with you, and yeah, they're able to complete the transaction and give you the funds you needed to close the deal. Some of the pitfalls I've seen when it comes to working with investors, especially the smaller ones or the ones just starting out that really don't know what's going on or really understand there's a difference between wholesale and retail. This is not a jab to the investors. However, there is a huge difference between wholesale and retail. And any investor who's been around for a while can definitely tell you there is a huge difference. When it comes to hard proof, this is showing proof of liquid assets to complete the transaction. Bank statements with cash on hand that can be used to complete the transaction. And when it comes to these bank statements, one of the things I do as a listing agent is I'll verify it. I will do my due diligence for my clients. Or there is a full loan approval to purchase the home. And once again, myself or any other listing agent out there, they will do their due diligence to make sure that this is a good loan, everything's on the up and up, or there's not going to be any pitfalls that could come up. When it comes to negotiating with investors, there's a few things to keep in mind. Number one, A lot of these investors, they're just looking for a good deal. A really good investor or one that's been around for a while, they'll know their numbers, they will know how high they can go up, and of course they'll know when to walk away. However, when it comes to some investors and they're working with these hard money lenders, sometimes things can get a little bit backwards. Some hard money lenders will require the investor to be under contract in order to get the loan from the hard money lender. And this is kind of turned around a little bit, because usually on the retail side, the home buyer will already have the pre-approval, will go ahead and talk to the bank, make sure everything's on the up and up and all that good stuff. Over here for investing, sometimes they will need to go and be under contract in order to get that loan from the hard money lender. So when it comes to working with the investors, I try to make it where it's a win-win situation for both sides. One of the first things you can do is tell them if the offer is good and is acceptable to the seller and everything checks out and it's on the up and up, give them the time they need to get the hard money lender and get the loan documentation for it. When it comes to this, be very careful. Give them 5 calendar days, not regular days, not business days, or some other ways they could try to word it. 5 straight up calendar days. And I have seen investors will try to game the system like, oh yeah, it'll be 5 business days. If there is a weekend plus a holiday on Monday, we just wasted 8 days already right there. I mean, come on. The next thing when it comes to the inspection as well, 5 to 10 calendar days. And please do not get caught up on the wording of, okay, we need to do this inspection, that inspection, and they'll just drag the ever-living heck out of a transaction. I've seen other agents get caught up in that. Please don't fall for it. Make it 5 calendar days or 10 calendar days, done. Now the next one, look at their earnest money. You can tell the investor, hey, you need to bump up the earnest money, and by the way, if you're gonna keep dragging your feet, that earnest money is gonna go hard and it's gonna go straight to the seller. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's forfeit. All right, folks, I hope you found value in this video. Please, before you leave, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. We're gonna be posting a lot of content here weekly. Also, look down the video description below. We have a link to our calendar. We would love to set up a time to talk. We'll see you soon.